Hey there, everybody. Thet here, and welcome back to Thet Plays Frostpunk. We got a little bit of hope. Yes, we do. We got some hope. How about you? People are probably not going to be joining the Londoners anytime soon. And we're getting our generator a little bit better. Getting that next generator power upgrade going, which should be great. It's going to cost a little bit more coal to run it at that temperature, but it's going to help offset our temperature drop here in about a day. Let's see. Got no coal being made here because the storage limit is reached, so you can't hold any more coal here. Well, we are pretty much at our storage for coal in general, so that is something to keep in mind. We got some people coming home. They're going to be home in about 4 hours, give or take, to go ahead and bring us. They have some children. They have some supplies with them. And speaking of supplies, our wood and our steel are just about full, so we're going to want to use some of that here pretty soon. We got an autosave going on. It's taking a little bit of time for some reason. There it goes. Okay. We also have 24 workers here. We need to put them to, well, work. We could build an automaton. We have 6 steam cores. So I tell you what, let's build 2 automatons. That is 200 steel, 200 wood, 100 coal, and 2 steam cores. And you know what? Right now, we can afford it. So let's do it. Let's have this factory working overtime here to get that done. We do have a little bit of discontent going on. We got some people being treated as well. Where do we have some extra coal coming from? Probably the steelworks, if I were to imagine. Hunter's Hut's also pretty chilly. In fact, each of these Hunter's Huts are very cold. Kind of want to see where we're at once the next level of research is done here in the workshop. So I'm going to hold off for that right now. It is free time right now. It's still night. The scouts are back. We got 35 more children, 300 wood, 98 rations, and another steam core. We have too much wood at this point. So our sawmills is going to be sitting here. I tell you what, let's have an automaton replace these guys over here at the wall. That way they're less likely to get sick. All right, we'll try to replace all those. See how that goes out for us. I think that's the best idea. Wonder if our captain really has a plan. Look, you're going to find out in 6 hours when I pass a new law. How are we going to survive? What should we do? Look, we're doing all right, okay? You got to settle down. The new automaton has been built. All right. We're going to put you on the other steelworks. Ain't nobody needing to deal with that steelworks, which means the rest of us, the rest of those people who have been freed up, should actually be working in another hothouse, I think. Where would a hothouse work for us, though? Honestly, there isn't really a place that's really going to work out for us. I'm going to need to expand. And I think what we should do is put up another steam hub over here. It'll help out these buildings, and we can put some more, we put some more buildings around it for protection. So, let's go ahead and have this road go all the way down here. It's going to be 17 wood, but it'll look nice. Once that's all done, we can go ahead and put a, right here. And then we surround that. Do I have a plan? You actual factual jokers don't even understand. All right. How many people work in a hothouse? 10, and they gives us 3 food per hour compared to 20 per day. They work a 10-hour day, so it's more food. 100%. So I tell you what, I'm going to rock 2 steam cores for this because I think it'll be worth it. Is there a street being constructed here? Oh, no, it's an invalid. Oh, because I can't, believe it or not, you can't put a hothouse inside a public house. Just doesn't work that way. You know what? We'll just do another one of these then. All right. Get to work. Friends and enemies. Hopefully only friends. Overdrive couplings are next. There goes the rest of our steel. Good thing I have 2 automatons working on it now. The reason I'm doing the overdrive next is so that when this temperature does drop, we can completely offset it with our steam. How are we on coal? We're still at a positive according to this. As long as that is true, I don't need to build another coal plant yet, but we're going to find out how that looks once this other steam area is done. I just want to start storing food. The fact that we haven't done that yet is actually kind of disconcerting. Let's open the Book of Law. Actually, I saw an event here. Let's do that before we open the Book of Laws. Fundamental research. Sir, an engineer is asking for a day off to study an automaton closely. The automatons can be improved. They may be the pinnacle of our technology, but if we learned how to make them, we could surely learn how to make them better. If I took a closer look at any machine, I can adjust it to improve its performance. Why should it be any different with them? Okay, this engineer will not be able to work for 24 hours. We have plenty of extra engineers. Go ahead and do your project. Someone else take his place. Sounds like a good plan to me. Sounds like a good way to get some extra efficiency out of those automatons. So now let's look to order here. We could institute a patrol. Patrols will raise hope slightly every time we use it. It does cost 10 food rations. We could also set up a propaganda center. It raises hope. Shows detailed info on the sources of discontent. And we can distribute bulletins, raising hope even more. We would have to build it, of course. It costs 10 wood to put out the propaganda bulletin. I think that's a good idea. I mean, propaganda is not my best idea that I've ever had. Ooh, it did give us a little bit of discontent, too. They're not a huge fan. Now I'm going to turn off the overtime here. There we go. Wait, do we have an extra automaton built? We do. Okay. Well, you're going to be chopping down wood for us. Next is the propaganda center. There'll only be one of these in the city. You can put it wherever you want. It has a base heating level of 3, so it doesn't even need to touch the generator for the most part. So I kind of want to put it somewhere on the outskirts of the city then. Although having it loom over these houses seems like a good idea too. Alright, propaganda center will go here. Let's connect that. You know what, let's connect these two. I don't know if connecting the roads actually increases efficiency, but it sounds good. Alright. Hot houses. Workers. In these, please. Do me this favor. Get us more food. I want to see this. I want to see our food storage get completely full. What are you doing? You're working at the steelworks? Doesn't look like it. Get your butt over there. We have 104 people without homes. We should fix that. I don't have enough heating for most of you, although I could definitely heat someone here. So let's put a home over here. I think I can fit a home here as well. But not a bunkhouse yet. I got to get some more steel for that. Alright, collect me some steel, please. Whoop, scouts have reached the... Okay, scouts have reached the fishing village, and the overdrive couplings are done. A hot spring keeps a tiny patch of sea from freezing here. The Americans used this opportunity to set up a fishing village. It's deserted now, but we got even more steam cores. We can leave it intact. We could also set up an outpost here later. Or we could dismantle them for wood. Let's go ahead and get the wood. I'm not setting up outposts, so there's no point in keeping it. Tesla City. A large settlement. Numerous buildings are dimly visible through the shining dome of electrical discharge. You know what? I'm going to bring these guys home. And the ones who are waiting at home, I'm going to send you to Tesla City. We'll check that out. Let's make sure we get those steam cores, though. Because more steam cores means more automatons. More automatons means more coal. Okay. Workshop. New research. At this point, we could upgrade the range of the generator, but every time the range is upgraded, it doubles the coal use. We can upgrade the range for the steam hubs instead. That might be a good idea. For industry, we can upgrade automaton efficiency. I might do that next, but we're going to need more steel to do that. So we're going to wait for that steel upgrade to come through. And can I put a bunkhouse here? Am I right on that? I am. There you go. More houses. We are temporarily out of steel. We are out of research for right now as well, but that's okay. Free time is done for another day. And the real cold is about to come through. Dude, why aren't you over there? Come on, the Royal Scotsman. Get your butt over here. Mark II Islanders getting your butt beat here when it comes to efficiency. This facility has been closed. Alright, problem solved. Move your ass. Alright, just because I've been an idiot, don't even... Okay, we're going to put 10 engineers here in the propaganda center. Propaganda center can now keep track of people's attitudes and influence them. Oh, wow. Hope has risen by quite a bit. May the traitors cower in terror. The sign will strike fear in the hearts of villains. It's no mercy for our enemies. Dude, people are all up on this. Order dawns in our city. Throw down some wood. Give us a propaganda bulletin. Oh, the tendency is down. Chances are they're actually going to start leaving the Londoners. Most burning issue is shelter. That makes sense. No needs that need to be fulfilled other than that. Food theft. Someone has stolen 12 food rations from the stockpiles. People are saying it was the Londoners gathering supplies for their journey. Seems this ridiculous idea of leaving for London is gaining traction. Send the guards to catch them, please. We got so much hope in this city. Don't need this jazz. Why does this tower only have 2 workers? Fill it up, please. Alright. I think our food stores, should be okay now. People abandon the Londoners. Sir, several of the people who wanted to flee to London have decided to trust you and stay. They say that your recent decisions convinced them that there is hope for us yet. Glad to hear that. It's actually gone down. There's 7 days to try to get this down to 0. By the way, we're actually gaining steel during the night. Don't get it twisted, but let's get some automaton integration going on. Now that we have a life that people think are just a little bit more worth living, we can throw automatons. God, I can't say that for some reason. We can throw them into the hot houses as well, but I don't think that is the best use of their abilities here. I think the best use is really keeping them on the outskirts where it's super cold. Yeah, these chilly places. We do have some people working in the gathering post where it's a bit cold there too. But, well, we can always look at making more automatons. We'll see. Haven't decided on that yet. Right, research is not started because it's not the daytime yet. Alright, got a couple more. Got about an hour left of free time, folks. Look at the people. Alright, Jacob Franklin. You may be alone in this world, but we're cold. Too cold to work for some of these buildings. Overdrive is on. It's going to help some of these buildings, but some of these are still too cold to function. The infirmary is too cold to function. That's not good. Needless to say. I still think building a steam hub is probably better than spending the resources. You know what? I'm going to do this and connect it to here. Then we can build something over here and just hook me up. I think another steam hub is still the better way to go. So we're going to build one here. The rest of our buildings, most of them are fine. Public house is really cold too. The watchtower is literally freezing. Yeah, this is a very harsh cold. Propaganda center is still cold, but functional. Yeah, I might turn these on temporarily. How are we doing on coal? Coal still looks positive. Yeah, this center is too cold, so we'll wait till we get some more steel and maybe build another steam hub as well over in this direction. We could always increase our coal production. Got workers on this instead of an automaton, huh? Yeah, we need more automatons. We're probably not gathering much coal right now because of how cold it is. It's actually too cold in the factory as well. Scouts have returned. We got another 200 wood and a couple more steam cores. This is unfortunate because I want some heat over here. So this is a really inefficient place to put another hub. So maybe increasing the range of just the hubs would be fine, although it's still a lot of electricity use. Coal use, whatever. 22 hours before our boys get back to, or get over to Tesla City, I should say. Got a case of frostbite over here. Consider signing the Care House or Prosthetics Law. We already signed the Care House Law, so in 22 hours we can sign the Prosthetics Law as well. Hopefully we won't have to use it. Oh, actually we will. We already have an amputee. Yikes. Test subject needed. Sir, the engineer working on the automaton project is back. He wants to borrow an automaton. I'm close to a breakthrough. I just need an automaton for about a day, and I'll be able to propose specific modifications that will raise their performance permanently. Alright. Give him one. Which one did we give him? Where is it working? One of the ones on the steel mill. Yeah, let's take this one off of the sawmill. Put him on the steelworks. The other one can just be borrowed. Nobody's working here. We're just going to shut it off for now. Okay. So the child shelter is back up and going. Which is good. I think next is building some houses over here. Seems like the best way to go. Did that get put on the street correctly? I don't know if it did. Either way, more houses. More houses for people. Help with discontent, help with hope. Automaton integration has gone up. Efficiency is now 70%, which means we're getting 2.8 steel out of these. And it should go up even more once that project is done. At least that is the hope. Alright. With that, we need to do some more research. I think we could do heaters. It raises a workplace's temperature by 1 level. Yeah, let's do that. For now. It's still a way we can make them feel a little bit better. We're probably going to have to turn this off eventually. The generator. But that's alright. We're fine right now. There's nowhere else for these scouts to go to, so I tell you what. Let's go ahead and just disband these 5 boys. For now. What is this place that's too cold? This care house is too cold? Wow, that is a very small, unfortunate cold pocket. Huh. Could I build the care house here? No. Is there a warm pocket that I could build it in? I could put it here instead. I'm going to do that. Put it here. And then we'll go ahead and dismantle this one. There we go. Alright, this care house is up and running now. Be a place for people to stay. One person is freezing? Because he works in the watchtower. He also apparently lives in this tent, but the tent is nice and comfy. Alright. Where are you guys who are freezing? Because you're working. In that same watchtower. You know what? Shut off this watchtower for now. Lowers hope up by a tiny bit, but the tendency is still down. Whoa. Another theft. Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 25 food rations. Send guards to catch them. We've still got over 100 food in the middle of the night, which is pretty good. The guards did succeed in getting them back. Caught in the act. Our guards did a good job. They got the goods back, but more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we put an end to the thievery. What should we do with him? We let him go. For 3 days to build a prison for him. Could banish him, kick him out of the city forever, or let the people decide his fate, which will raise discontent. So that's probably not a good idea. We have plenty of people. We don't have him anymore. I'm banishing him from the city. I don't think anybody even cared. Tendency is still very down for the Londoners. So we're doing good there. Alright. Can pass a new law in 6 hours. More people have abandoned than Londoners, down to 34. Let's move, people. Our captain is counting on us, you dang straight. Oh, the generator's going to blow. Oh, geez, I did not save it in time. I didn't get a notification because I'd already let it go to that far before. Well, the generator's been damaged and it's going to blow. We can fix it, but only a child is small enough to fit into the mechanisms. Alternatively, a steam core could be used to shunt some pressure from the damaged assembly. Well, I'm not going to sacrifice a child. Let's use a steam core. It raises discontent, but that was completely my mistake. That was me not paying attention. Unpopular decision. Also, a huge waste of a steam core. Scouts have reached Tesla City. Things are going well until that mistake. The city is modern and meticulously built. A tall tower emits a constant barrier of lightning, deflecting the incoming snow, but nobody comes out to greet us. That's an impressive-looking thing. Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold, reads the slogan over the entrance to Tesla City. A central tall tower shines with the blue glow of electric discharges, which form a protective dome over the town. Something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying in the streets, and the stench of burned flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning streak from the tower, hitting a building and leaving a gash in its roof. Can you risk entering the city? Or we can stay away. We'll risk entering it. As soon as our scouts entered the city, we lost contact with them. Well, they're probably dead. Well, that didn't go well. Guess it's time to get another scout crew going. Because there's a dreadnought landing over here. It's going to take a day and 16 hours for them to arrive. That was unfortunate. Alright. Heaters have been researched. Okay. Now, for a lot of these places that are currently too cold, we can at least put in some heaters so that they're not freezing. We'll have to remember to turn these off later. There we go. Okay. Now, at least now they're warm enough to work in. We're probably losing... We're still gaining coal. As long as everyone works, we're gaining coal. I mean, I can't complain too much. How can I complain with positive results? We can improve the heaters. Take 2 coal per hour instead of 1. I like the idea. We could also get the difference engine, which will give us the next tier of technology. Which is another generator efficiency upgrade. I think I like that a lot. Plus, it gives us a lot of other things we could research moving forward. So, let's keep the research going. Let's actually turn off the overdrive before I ruin everything. Someone else... Oh, steam core needed. Sir, the engineer working on the automaton project sent in his report. He broke the automaton he borrowed. Now he wants a steam core. He broke it? The damage hasn't been for nothing. We can fix the broken machine. On top of that, we can adjust the automatons to make them work faster. The engineer's busy now. But he said he's onto something really exciting. I better get my automaton back. Discontent will raise slightly. Well, that's not great. But the efficiency of all automatons raised by 5%. So that's good. Still kind of a dumb thing, but alright. We can pass a new law now. We can implement the prison. We could get an agitator. Strategically placed loudspeakers will remind the citizens of their importance of their work and increase their efficiency. Raises the efficiency of nearby workplaces by 20%. Have to build 3 of them to make it worth it. Or the pledge of loyalty. People make mistakes. We can give them a chance to redeem themselves. If they agree to cooperate, of course. People will be persuaded to sign a pledge of loyalty, which will turn them into secret informers. This will provide a permanent hope bonus. Discontent will raise slightly. You know what? Nice idea, but let's get prosthetics. We can now build prosthetics in the factory. Turn the heater on in here. Prosthetics cost 10 steel each. Let's go ahead and build 2 of them. That way we can make sure we don't have any amputees going forward. We have 20 people being treated. This cold is being pretty harsh. We're actually full on food rations, which is amazing. All right. Temperature's about to get good again. Ooh, wow. But in a couple of days, it's going to drop by 3 levels. That's going to be harsh, needless to say. So we're probably going to want to research toward taking care of that. Another theft. 24 rations. See if we can catch him. Failed. One of our people died? One of our guardsmen was beaten to death while chasing the Londoners. We caught one of the thieves, but he's not the murderer. What should we do with him? We'll kick him out of here. If he's with him, he can go away. The automaton project is complete. The automatons can now be produced at lower cost and used in medical facilities. We learn how to modify the automatons with precision attachments, allowing them to work with the most fragile things we know of, the human body. That's pretty cool. It gives us research of the medical automatons. That said, and I get my automaton back, which is great. We still don't need the wood, so I tell you what, I'm going to throw one of these automatons onto the coal gathering area instead. Because that way it doesn't need to use the heater. Ugh. First death. Oh yeah, I gotta wait 18 hours before I can pass it too. I'm gonna build the cemetery because that raises hope, but yikes. More people have abandoned the Londoners, probably because they're freaking jerks at this point. Alright. Good news is it's about to get a little bit brighter. Let's go ahead and replace these workers, please. Alright. Temperature has thawed out a little bit. We can now turn off some of these while it's not too cold to work in. It's still pretty cold, but at least they got a nice warm house to live in, you know? That place is still a little chilly, but that's fine. It's still chilly here, surprisingly. Huh. I'll keep it on for those places. It's fine. For now, at least. Difference engine is research. Now we have the next level of technology here. We are actually low on stockpiles. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do about that. More efficient gathering. Well, that seems like a good way to go. We also up the insulation on gathering posts. That's a good way to go as well. Let's start with more efficient gathering. Get that all taken care of. We're definitely producing plenty of coal over here. It's just we're not picking it up fast enough, apparently. Alright. We're not working on anything here right now. I tell you what. The automatons... Oh, no, that's prosthesis. There we go. Automatons, 95 steel, 95 wood, 47 gold. It's still expensive, but make us 2 of them. More efficient gathering. Gathering speed from coal piles is up, which is excellent, because that's what these drop, are coal piles. Work is done for the day, if you haven't heard. I think insulation for our gathering post sounds like a good idea. Infirmary checklist, heal people 15% faster. That sounds really good. Infirmaries will require 5 less employees. That's amazing. But so is houses. Top of the line housing. I think that's where we want to go, because then we can get house redesigns as well. So, let's get ready for some even better housing going forward. Especially since we're going to have one day of super significant cold coming up. Then we're going to have a couple more automatons to help us out. I think that is going to be a great addition. Speaking of great additions, Propaganda Center. Give us a little bit more of that hope. People must be told repeatedly that we survive each day thanks to the Order. We're at the Dreadnought landing. A huge ship has been dismantled here. Only its massive keel plates remain under the ice. Railroad tracks lead south. Found a huge hull plate bolted to a boulder. It's engraved with the following inscription. In the year 1888, the American expedition aboard Hephaestus landed here in search of a haven from the global glaciation. May God preserve the souls of our fellow countrymen who purchased on the way aboard our sister ship, the Prometheus. You now go to the research station and the ice corridor. We got another steam core, 100 steel, 100 wood. Let's head to the research station. Alright, they'll be there in 10 hours. Not too bad, as far as time goes. Alright. Coal is definitely going down faster than it's going up at this point. Not a fan of that fact. More people have abandoned the Londoners. That's great. I guess we're going to need another... Wait. Are these things not pumping out coal fast enough? Yeah, I think these are actually not pumping out coal fast enough at this point. Which is an odd problem to have. Okay. I guess that means we need another thumper. I would have never thought that our problem would be that our thumpers were too efficient, but there you go. Or not our thumpers, our gatherers were too efficient. New automaton has been built. Say hello to the Golden Scott. He's pretty great. You know what? Let's put him on one of these thumpers. No, actually not this one. This one should still be workers. Put it on the one in the back. It's going to be a little bit colder, so there you go. And you'll still be within range of this. You should be. Research station has been found. Signs of fighting inside. Broken furniture. Damaged scientific instruments. Spatters of blood. The last discovery. Inside the ransacked station, we found a Tesla's audio diary. A voice speaks. All the observed changes, like the sun's dimming, volcanic ash, could not have caused, such cooling. But what if the huge quake of 1887 in Patagonia was an asteroid strike? There's shouting, crashes, and then silence. Numerous tracks lead from the door toward the mountains. Found a cave hideout. More steam cores. Cave hideout is only 7 hours away. Let's check it out. Alright. Automatons are starting to do some work for us. They're gathering coal. A new automaton has been built. We're going to put this boy on wood. Because we haven't been gathering it at all, really. How you doing, the heavy Scott? Certainly love them Scots, don't we? Okay. Houses are done. House redesign. Cost 10 wood and 10 steel less to build. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I really want that. Because their normal price is $35.25. Yeah. Let's try to get 50 wood and do that here. Preferably as soon as possible. Probably going to need another sawmill here soon. Anyway. Done quite a bit in this episode. We actually filled up on food rations somehow. We got raw food building up somehow. Got a couple of prostheses. Got a couple of steam cores left still. Probably will look at building more automatons. Can't really think of a reason why not. Oh, the coal pile's way over here. Well, that's not what I wanted. Yikes. So I am going to need another gatherer's post. So what I'm probably going to do in that case is actually put another gathering post here. Assign an automaton to that one. And then take the automaton off of this one. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way that we're going to have to go there. Cave hideout has been reached. Climbed up to the cave. A low stone wall stands across the entrance. Behind it, we can see several men. And there they are, a few tired men. As we approach the cave, its inhabitants pull out rifles and take positions behind the wall, barring the entrance. They're in a bad shape, weak from malnourishment and illness. Talk to them. Try to reason with the Americans, convince them to join us, or we can attack them. Why would we do that? Talk to them. Nothing like small talk. Seeing that we have no ill intentions, the Americans told us how they dealt justice to the inventor after expelling him from his city. We buried Tesla's battered body in the cave and are heading home with these poor wretches in tow. So these guys are coming straight home. We got 2 more places to go and explore, so we'll probably end up setting another scout team toward that. We got another law we got to pass. In fact, we already know what we're going to pass. Cemetery. It will raise hope slightly, knowing that we're taking care of our dead. Cemetery will go out here, because we actually don't need to keep it warm at all. There we go. But people will be happy that we're taking care of our own. At least after death, we'll be allowed to rest properly. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, as it should be. Indeed. Alright. We got work to do, and we're working on it. Boom, this gathering post is done. You, Mr. Automaton, off of here, on to here. Workers back in this one. All right. Got a lot of work done, a lot of good work. We got some more coal being generated. We got plenty of food, I think, being generated for a while. Still got another big frost coming. We should be relatively prepared for that. And we're going to look at making our houses cheaper and maybe even giving them some more insulation as time goes on. But that is going to be it for this episode of Thet Plays Frostpunk. If you enjoyed it, make sure to let me know by giving a like if you haven't already. Feel free to subscribe for more. You should do it. The order commands it. Thank you again for watching this episode of Thet Plays Frostpunk. My name is Thet, and I will see you in the next video.